Joining us in studio now is Riggs Eckelberry. Riggs is the CEO of Origin Clear Incorporated. OCLN is their stock symbol. Riggs, always a pleasure.
It's a great pleasure. And by the way, did you have a great birthday?
I did, thank you very much.
Fantastic.
I got a year older, but we're not going to talk about that.
Well, you know, at 40 you have a midlife crisis. You know that, right?
Exactly right.
Good.
Now, we had you on the phone last week. It was a very interesting interview, but let's catch up for those who have not seen you for a while. Tell us again what the company does.
So Origin Clear, Don, is a technology company in the water industry, and so we've spent quite a long time developing a technology that enables you to make water clear, very dirty, very oily water clear without the use of a lot of chemicals.
Okay.
That's a big deal. And using the same technology, we can also get that microscopic nasty stuff like enzymes and drugs out of the drinking water.
Nice. So basically, water that was good for nothing as far as human consumption, you can turn it around and make it good for something.
Exactly.
Now, I guess the only thing the Russians are not meddling in is our water these days, but tell us about some of the things that you folks are doing.
Well, you know, there's a number of great initiatives. First of all, our core business, the technology licensing, is expanding fast, and I'll be able to tell you very soon about some great developments in the oil patch.
Nice.
And you know that oil prices are coming back up.
Yes,
for
they
you
are.
SUV owners, it's going to be over $100 very soon.
Yeah.
The oil industry has to catch up on $4 trillion worth of infrastructure.
Wow.
So that's a big issue, but later. We're also you know, adding to our operating side, and that's the big news today that we announced, which is the modular water. Remember you spoke to Dan earlier last week? Well, modular water is basically being able to deploy containerized solutions, and you can roll that little tape you've got there.
Okay.
This shows these examples of these containerized solutions, but not using shipping containers. Those are expensive,
Right.
they rust and so forth. This is these fantastic, you know, extruded plastic, reinforced, and they're very cheap. You put the wastewater treatment system in there, truck it on site, drop it in the ground, and you're connected. And here's the thing, more and more water users are having to treat their own water.
Right.
So this is a massive trend, and Dan Early's technology specifically, under patent that we have now licensed exclusively for the world, does that in a way that's a breakthrough for the materials.
So anywhere in the world, you can take the modular water apparatus, drop it in place, and you're up and running.
Exactly. Not only that, we can license it, we can have distributors. We'd love to hear from people in any country, Pakistan, whatever, who want to get a new way. Remember how in Mexico and different parts of the world, we bypassed landlines and went to cell phones?
Right.
Same thing with water.
Okay.
We're bypassing central systems, putting them in place.
Well, that's key to what you've been talking about all along since we've started having you back on the program, that, you know, you said changes in water technology happen at a snail's pace, and it has to happen quicker, and this is basically an example of that.
Yes, so you know, that was Water Chain a while ago, and that's doing great. We're very happy with that. This is a product version of the same idea.
Okay. So what's next? What has to happen next?
Well, you know, Dan Early has got a book of business, and we're rapidly supporting him. Our division in Texas is going to do all the manufacturing for him. So he's got a ready-made base of operations. He's a great guy, wonderful customers, but he needs people to do work for him. And we've got the company. We're ready to go.
I think it's apropos to bring up some statistics that you've given to us before about the countries that reuse their water, recycle their water. I think you said Israel is #1. We're lagging way behind. Give us those stats.
Well, Israel is recycling almost 90% of their water.
90%.
Why are they not being attacked by Jordan and Egypt? Because they're exporting water to Jordan and Egypt. That's the truth. So that's really, world security is based around water.
Sure it is.
The next one down in the world is Spain at 20%, the US 1%.
Why do you think that is?
Complacency. We're fine. We're a developed country. The water people are taking care of everything. But meanwhile, the water people know that infrastructure is falling apart. It's a century old, right? $250 billion has to be spent, according to the EPA. Not going to happen. The water industry is going, we don't know what to do. So now we have this water treatment where the water is being used, and it can be recycled there too.
Well, look what they did in California in 2020. I think they're going to limit people to 55 gallons of water per day, yet we're wasting 30% of the water through the infrastructure, which has leaks in the system.
It's only the beginning of it. It's horrendous what goes on. The oil industry, and through no fault of their own, they're having to dump all their water, and it's going to 10,000 feet, and we'll never see that water again.
Right.
Come on.
So Does the United States represent a large market for you initially, or do you say we're going to deal internationally at first because they're more of a need and they're not as complacent, so to speak?
Water industry in the U.S. is good for us in one specific area, oil and gas,
Okay,
because that's on a boom.
right.
And we're in there, as I say, we'll be having some news. But for general industrial water, we think Asia, Europe, North Africa are fantastic.
Once again, Origin Clear, OCLN is their stock symbol, exciting company. Visit their website at originclear.com for more information. Riggs, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Don.